everyone, welcome you in this video of CHESSanalysis. I am Deepak the Analytical. Make videos on chess tactics and puzzles related to a particular opening, which would definitely enhance your gameplay and further improve your rating. So before we move further and check out the tactics of the French defense, make sure you subscribe the channel to never miss an update. So let's go about it. E4, E6, the French defense is on the board, and D4. D5 challenging the center, and E5, that is the advanced variation of the French defense. C5 and that challenging the center. C3, knight C6, knight F3, queen B6, attacking the pawn, pressurizing the pawn on D4. So bishop D3. Although you may think that this pawn is falling, but this is not. In the French defense you would be knowing this trick. If you go for the captures and you again go for the pawn, then definitely it is lost. After going for the captures you have this bishop b5 check, and the black is lost. You block with this, and after captures you, that black is losing the queen. So this is definitely not an option. So after this move, knight e7 is played. So pretty standard theory. Knight c3, and knight is either jumping on f5 or g6, but it is jumping on g6 in the next move. Then a3, one of the standard moves in that French defense if your opponent is playing, so you should always go for a3. And after this move, when the bishop is e7, then you can see that this knight on g6, the g6 is misplaced, so you can push h4. And after this move, if he tries to keep that knight there the same square, then he will have to push that h5, but this is not possible because this bishop is there, so definitely it is not an option. So after this move, h5 is played. Then knight is going back to f8, and pawn is marching forward, then s6, and it is blocking. Obviously if you go for the capture, then that rook captures. So after this move, white is just castling, and at this point of time, when the bishop is on this d7, then this pawn is captured. So after this moves, this is definitely fine that you go for the capture. So that white has just blundered a pawn. So after this move, white is playing that knight b5, attacking the queen. Here the best move for that black, you can pause the video and find the best move for black here. Congratulations to everyone who spotted it out. It's very simple. You can go for that queen takes e5. Other than this, you may try and capture the knight, but this is simply lost. When the bishop is capturing on b5 with the check, and you move the king and you are losing the queen, so definitely this is not an option. So capturing that knight is really a bad idea. But in the game, queen is moving on that b6 square, but it's a mistake. Can you find the winning move here? Yes, obviously bishop e3, one of the demoralizing move for black here, and black will have to face serious problems here. And here the best move is to go back on that d8 square. Obviously this is the best move, but the queen is not going there, and black is playing bishop c5, and it's a serious mistake, and black is losing on the spot. You can pause the video and try to find the winning line for white here. Congratulations to everyone who spelled it out. It's an amazing line, and I want to congratulate to everyone who spotted it out. You may go for the capture. Two moves are winning here. First you go for the captures, and then play this move, but this is not very strong. So after this move, simply this move is playable, and you can see that rook on h8 is lost, and you will have to play this, and after the series of capture this is going to lose. Something like other move, like it is going on e7 square, then you go for the capture and you are just up the material, and you will definitely win the game from here. So but black is really stubborn and saying no, I'm not going to lose that rook, and played this king e7, but it's really a blunder. Can you find the winning move for white here, which instantly wins the game for white? I congratulate to everyone who spotted it out, and it's mate in 2, and bishop g5 check, and there is no way to defend it, so we will have to move that pawn, and after it goes for the capture, it's a spectacular checkmate. You can see all the squares are covered and 2 minor pieces are checkmating the white king. This is really fantastic. So thanks a lot. How was the video? I will be waiting for your comment down below this description.